Spain. More time left for some halftime spots. Mr. Trillo?
Yes, thank you, Joe. We selected here field goal shooting from the floor and fast break points. Now, Shell shooting 43%, 20 out of 46. They usually average 51%, so that's 8 percentage points below. Great Taste, they only average about 48% in this third conference. They're shooting 58%, 58%, Joe. And look at these fast break points. Shell Chem averages 9.5. They have nothing here at the half, while Great Taste averages 17.5, and they have 13. They are playing their kind of ball. Now, what Shell really should do, they should not play a fast game. As we know, Shell, when they put up their half-court offense, that's when they're at their best. They can set up Bob Sadernado for the outside shooting. Philip Cesar usually is the point center, as Norman Black would want to put it. And then we've got Bernard Fabiosa doing all the hustling. And then with the new import working inside with Ray Lazaro, they could set up a double low post play, Joe. So what they're doing here is that they are running with the Great Taste team. As we know, Great Taste, without an import yet, they can even run faster. So definitely, Shell, they're still feeling their way into the game with the new import. They should not play fast at all, especially against such a great fast-breaking team like Great Taste.
And by the way, in case you fall asleep on us, or you want to see this game all over again, well, catch the replay tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock up to 1 p.m. here on MBS4. Bob Sadernado misses from 15. And let's take a look at the lineup as Great Taste launches its own offensive with Ricky Brown at the anchor as usual, hounded by Bernie Fabiosa. Abi King trying to set up a high pick. Bob Sadernado quickly on top of Ricky Brown. Loizaga barrels his way inside and misses. Rowe for the rebound. Adornado. Philip Cesar. Oh. The pass was not anticipated by Philip Cesar, and he profusely apologizes to Boggs for the mental lapse. We're 35 seconds into this third quarter. Here's Chito Loizaga, picked up by Boggs Adornado. Abi King, trailed by Lester Rowe all the way. Can't seem to find any shooting room, and he fails miserably as Rowe picks up the defensive rebound. And look at that very graceful gallop down court. He goes coast to coast.
That time he got the defensive rebound and went all the way, Joe. You know, Shell, about 2 plays back, they turned the ball over again. Now, they only average about 7.5 turnovers per half. They have 11 in the first half, Joe. Great Taste has 9. The reason they don't really turn the ball over that much is because they like to set up their half-court offense. So they should not really hurry up the ball too much. They should play too fast, Joe.
That's right. Right now, they're falling once again into the trap laid out for them by Great Taste, and that is to lure them into a running game.
And Philip Cesar gets his first block in the game off Willie Pearson.
1.5 minutes gone by in the third period. Still a 14-point lead for Great Taste, 60-46. Both clubs are clean as far as team fouls are concerned. Here's Manny Victorino swinging around to the right side, quickly picked up by Hubinal. Bernie Fabiosa trying to swipe. Ricky Brown in the three-point region. Pearson from 20. Yes, sirree. Well, you've got 2 long riflemen right there in the periphery.
Correct, Joe. And you double-team Ricky Brown, he'll give it to Willie Pearson. You double-team Willie, ball goes back to Ricky.
It's a no-win situation, actually. So it's a 16-point lead for Great Taste. And here's Lester Rowe at work against Abi King.
Oh, that's goal.
And that's going to be goaltending. But credit Willie Pearson for the effort and that tremendous high jump.
What a high jump by Willie Pearson there. And
I wonder if Michael Quillon has spotted him yet. Might groom him for a spot in the athletics team.
Right.
Now seeing action in Jakarta, by the way.
And that's what makes Willie Pearson such an fine offensive player. He was backed by Philip Cesar. Why smart play by Philip.
All the years of experience of Philip Cesar went into that single piece of action.
Oh, beautiful. Hustle by Bernard Fabiosa makes Chito Loizaga lose the ball to the sideline. A lot of hustle being shown by Shell now.
And now there is a smile slowly forming on the lips of Freddie Webb.
And Coach Baby Dalupan will probably call his timeout early here in the third quarter, Joe. That's only a 10-point lead now.
62-52 in the wink of an eye. That was a 6-point burst by the Shell Azodrin Buckbusters. And the referee halts play because some people were charitable enough to throw coins on the floor. And now who was begging for those coins? My goodness.
Yep.
Actually, that was an 8-2 blast by the Shell Azodrin Buckbusters very early in this third period.
you know why that happened again, Joe? Because here in the third quarter, they came out to play defense, good defense. So that's the reason also why they got an 8-2 blast. And it's an illegal screen by Chito Loizaga.
It was actually a moving pick set up by Chito Loizaga, and that's his second personal, and that certainly will add more cannon fodder to Shell Azodrin's mounting rally.
Loizaga rests on the bench now. We've got Joel Banal coming in. So maybe Coach Baby Dalupan wants Chito. Wow!
Lester Rowe comes up with a stop shot right down the middle.
It will count. It'll count.
And look at him. He's so happy with himself, he nearly broke Philip Cesar's right arm, giving him a high five.
I saw that, Joe. Here's a slow-mo. Watch him. Wow. Who says only Michael Jordan does that, Joe?
Well, this guy is certainly not raw anymore. Lester Rowe showing us the stuff that made him a mid-season change for the Shell Azodrin Buckbusters. 21 points for Lester Rowe in his debut in the PBA. And the Great Taste lead is down to 7 points from a high of 19. Ricky Brown, that was a very timely basket. Should bail them out of the woods for the time being. But I guess that's not enough to stem the momentum of the Shell Buckbusters. Now the Great Taste coffee makers are scoring on defense. Both are not misses from outside. They keep it alive. Bernie Fabiosa likewise misses with his rifle.
Wow.
Lester Rowe.
What a save by him.
If I didn't see it, I wouldn't have believed it.
Yep. What a save, huh? Boy, he can play ball, Joe. He can play ball.
Did you see how he stretched out over the baseline and was able to get that ball right back into their court?
Uh-huh.
This man must be made of something else other than human stuff.
And all of a sudden, that band of Shell comes alive, Joe.
What a rally. What a searing rally being mounted by the Buckbusters. And Rowe is right at the center of it.
Listen to that crowd, huh? Okay, Pearson sits down now. Alejo Alalor comes into the game. Maybe Coach Baby Dalupan wants more help defense inside. Double teaming Rowe because right now he's playing one-on-one on Abe King, Joe.
And all this exciting action is giving me a monstrous appetite. Speaking of appetites, Doña Nena's Restaurant, home of the Albert Paella, lengua, and more authentic Spanish dishes, not only has a Filipino corner in its restaurant, but is also responsible for the sandwiches that we get to eat here at the Ultra. Here's Ricky Brown against a fired-up Bernie Fabiosa. Foul Bernie from behind.
Foul Fabiosa.
Only the first personal for Bernie Fabiosa in this entire ball game. They're down by just 7 points, and Ricky Brown, who delivered the last basket for Great Taste, is once again hogging the limelight. Nothing can seem to ruffle this man wearing number 23 for Baby Dalupan. He's already got 27 markers to his credit, make that 28. Back to a 9-point lead for Great Taste, 66-57. Looks like the coffee makers are slowly regaining their bearings in the face of that blitz mounted by Shell.
Yes, sir. And you were talking about Ricky Brown, Joe. He's got to be one, if not the best ball player right now here in the PBA.
Bernie Fabiosa takes a long slide. Ponky Alalor cops out of the side of Philip Cesar, but not Joel Banal. Back to a 2-digit advantage for Great Taste, 68-57. Bugs Hernando against Ponky Alalor. Abe King is on Lester Rowe. Bubinal trying to set up a pick. The pick and roll didn't work. He goes to Philip Cesar instead. Now Bugs Hernando with a turnaround. Yes. Beautiful assist by Philip to Bugs.
I still feel, though, that Philip should go more to the basket, Joe. That time, one-on-one, he had the edge. He was a taller player over his guard, but he looked for Bugs. Okay, that's good. But sometimes you just have to do it, Joe.
Exactly. This is exactly what Manny Victorino is going to do. Well, he got a consolation prize in the form of foul. Somebody stuck his knee up, and it happened to be Hubinal with his third personal. Joel Banal inbounding from the right sideline as the Ultra continues to fill up. A lot of fans, especially in the bleacher section. King quickly to Ponky. He misses. And Bugs Hernando welcomes the ball with open arms. The Buckbusters running down court in a big hurry. Here's Lester Rowe. Gets away from Abe King. What a clean getaway by Lester. He's cut quick, and Abe just can't